Marvin, congratulations. Obviously a huge win for you and just an absolutely incredible fight. I'm sure the bumps and bruises will probably feel a little worse tomorrow, but give us the idea. What's mentally, physically, what's the feeling like for you right now?
It's good, man. Like even the bruises are good. Like I enjoyed them in a sense, you know. So now it feels good, man. I know I made history tonight, and it's a big step towards where I want to be. So it's big. I feel good, man.
You dreamed of this moment, called for this moment for a long time. You know, a ranked guy, main event, that sort of thing. How did it hold up versus your expectations? You know, the nerves, maybe added pressure, added responsibility. How did that all feel tonight versus the way you thought it would?
Well, for sure, I didn't expect him to have a knife in his gloves because I'm all cut up and I don't know how. His nails are not even long. I don't know how it happened, but no, man, he was game. He came game. Like I dropped him, and I saw fights before when he got dropped and he never really came back. And I dropped him and he came back and he was really active from the guard. He was trying things and I shut them off. I saw him coming, but he was active. I was actually super surprised of his cardio. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy doesn't slow down.
Yeah, how tough was that first round? I mean, when you cracked him in the first round, it looked like the fight might be over, and then you've got to make an adjustment, right? Because you don't want to burn out. You've got to save some energy. So how difficult is that moment to kind of make the adjustment on the fly?
I think there's been a few momentum in the fights that were like key to this because I think I dropped him, and then for a moment he's like, okay, like, almost like he broke his nerves. Like he's like, okay, yeah, he dropped me. That's what he got. Okay, now it's my turn in a sense. And I felt like I got greedy a little bit. I'm like, fuck, like I want to finish him. And I wanted to finish him. In fact, I remember the whole second round. I'm like, I'm going to crack him again and put him to sleep. But he was active and he came game. And I actually, I have a lot of respect. Like, and then the third, I had a little bit of I was also trying to put him out for good, and I kept going back to I went back to the corner and I said, I'll be back because I know it was a little bit of a slow round. And then the fourth and the fifth, I just went out and I'm like, man, I'm gonna put my feet in the middle of the cage and there's no way he's gonna push me back. And I did, and I took both rounds. I feel like I landed the most shots and he couldn't do much, and that's what got me the fight.
You mentioned the third round. That's the only one he took on the scorecards. Obviously, you were preparing for a 3-round fight, so I think a lot of us were thinking, uh-oh, is the cardio gone?
Yeah,
so
no.
Was there like a gut check moment there? Did you have to kind of pull things back together?
I didn't even think about it. Like I said it before, I don't think about time. I don't think about referee. Like, it's a fight. It's a fight. If it was no time, it's okay too. Like, I don't think about time. I remember being on the fourth, and I'm like, fucking hell, I enjoy this shit. Like, I really enjoy this. I can be here forever if I have to. And, yeah, man, so I don't think about time. And when I'm in shape, I'm in shape. And, nobody can sprint for 5-minute rounds. It's everything. It's about energy management, And, I felt good. And if I feel good, I can go 10, 15 rounds. So that's it.
Obviously, you guys both knew each other, kind of coming up on the European regional scene together and even fighting on the same card. I mean, do you think that's the last time you see Jack Hermansson, or are you guys going to hook it back up again at some point?
If you're game, I'm going to keep going up. If he gained his shot again, let's do it. I'm the king of Europe today, though.
Very nice. The last thing for me, Dana was in here earlier, and we said, hey, where do you think this puts Marvin? He said, man, probably top 5 for sure. So that's just a select couple of names there. So give me an idea. What is the fight that makes sense for you next, and when do you want to do it?
Man, to be honest with you, before I called out Borrachinha, but fuck Borrachinha, he just came out of a crazy loss. Why would I even fight him? I want to go straight to the title, man. To be honest, I'll be really honest. I like the fight, but I feel like top 5, there's no opposition. There's no real opposition. Like Cannonier just lost. Darren Till is, I don't know. I don't even think he's top 5. Borrachinha just lost brutally. And who else is there? And Jack was number 4. So, yeah, Whitaker wants to just enjoy Christmas with his kids. Which I don't blame him, but it doesn't seem like he really wants to fight for the title.
What's up, man? Do you think that Israel would take that fight with you, or do you think he's going to make you keep fighting other guys before he says yes?
Israel is full of shit. Like he was like, oh, I don't think I will ever see Marvin again. Like, he will never make it to the title. Guess what, motherfucker, I'm here. So he thinks he has it all figured out. He got nothing figured out. I know his true colors. I know his true colors. I met him a few times. I fought him. I know his true colors. I won that fight.
Obviously, he's about to fight for the light heavyweight title. So, with that in mind, would you be interested in fighting?
He's not gonna. Glover Teixeira deserved that fight. He shouldn't fight for the light heavyweight title.
But he still might. That's the way, the sport. Like, they still just give the bigger names the fights, right?
I don't know. Is it official?
Not yet, but I think
so. I think Glover Teixeira is gonna get that fight.
If Israel, let's say Israel does get that fight, would you be interested in fighting for an interim title, maybe against Rob, or would you just want to beat the champion himself?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Hey Marvin, how you doing?
Good, man.
Good, man. You said in the post-fight interview with John Anik that you don't think you did very well. I was just wondering where you thought that you didn't do very well.
No, I think I could do I could have done better in some areas, and I think my defense could have been a little bit sharper. Overall, it could have been a little bit sharper, but like I'm a perfectionist. I try to learn even when I win. Like it's not like, oh, I won, everything went perfect. No, I won. I can still improve. So. What I meant like there is still so much room for improvement. But I did a lot of good things, But at the same time, I think I could have finished him. And but at the same time, I'm happy I went 5 rounds, and like I dominated the fight, and it was a great experience. We both got so much better from this fight, and like I said. If anybody will study this fight, thinking that the next fight will come out the same, he's highly mistaken, because next fight will be a different animal again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.